So I guess this is the rebrand. Welcome to the Reckless YouTube channel. I'm Colin Pickett and I'm the founder of Reckless/Reckless Gentleman. As you can tell by the accent, I came from Glasgow, Scotland. Came over here in 2007 with Mrs. P and her amazing kids. And we were really just chasing like opportunity, sunshine, and just basically a better life for us and the kids moving forward. So it hasn't disappointed. It's now home, obviously. But I guess when I came over, the early kind of brand journey started, and I was doing like martial arts at the time, doing jiu-jitsu and martial arts, and I was also assisting my mate Cams with his show Eternal MMA. Shout out Cams, he's killing it with that organisation just now. Like, he's done so well for himself, putting on like amazing fight shows, and on UFC TV and stuff. So shout out to you, Cams. And during that time, I was very interested in the brand. It was all about the branding. Like, just loved what was going on with different brands. And at the time, it was all, especially in the MMA game, it was all like flames and skulls and crossbones and kind of stuff was a bit out there. But I kind of thought I wanted to step away from all the kind of cliche and try and do something a little bit classier. So I started looking in, and I set up Temper Fightwear. That was the brand I set up. And it was really about kind of, I guess, trying to make things a little bit classier. I sponsored some local fighters. The Temper Fightwear logo, man, the TF logo, like that's still my favourite logo to date. You can actually check it out. Temper Fightwear still on Instagram. You can see some of my posts, and I've actually got a YouTube video as well that I posted back in the day, and I'll put a link in the description so you can check that out if you want. But I loved the brand. I loved the Temper Fightwear brand. But back then it was quite hard to do any like cut and sew like specific garments. And I was looking at like a lot of kind of like polos and embroidery type stuff, and it was just getting really expensive, and I couldn't actually get what I wanted. It was hard to get the quality, and it was just costing me too much money. And then I guess in 2014 I decided to shut it down, and I'll tell you something, that hurt. I loved the brand. I was quite passionate about the brand, but I think it was just getting too expensive, and I couldn't keep up with the stock and stuff. So 2014 I closed that down, and yeah, it was a hard one to take. But I couldn't let go of the idea, not fully. And in 2016, that's when I started Reckless Gentleman. And Reckless Gentleman was it was inspired by a lot of the guys I trained with at the gym. Probably when I was doing martial arts with when I had Temper on the go, but also at the local gyms when I was training. And a lot of the guys I trained with, it was like they were covered in ink and like big boys, and they had like the loud bikes in the cars, and probably a little rougher on the edges. And I think, to be honest, just judged and misunderstood most of their life. But these guys were good guys, just real. And a lot of them had like tough pasts and maybe made mistakes over the years that they weren't proud of. But they were always trying to be better, try to do better for their families, for their partners and their kids and stuff. And I guess that's what Reckless is all about. It's not about like being wild and stuff. It's just like embracing where you come from, your past, and owning it, and just, I guess, moving forward and trying to be a better man and a better person. And that's what it was all about. That's what I saw, and that's what the vision was for the brand. Something that we could all kind of wear together, and that's how I started Reckless Gentleman. So I started posting on Instagram. I started posting like kind of raw and kind of gritty images. I've got some cool images actually from back in the day, and back then it was more photos than videos. I don't even know if videos was about then. But if you check it out, I've got quite a lot of cool pictures from they're just a bit out there. But it started to build an audience and a bit of a following, and I started to kind of build the identity, I guess. And I did that for years. I did that for like 3 years, and then in January the 5th, 2019, I launched the first Reckless Statement shirt, and I was buzzing to launch that. I couldn't wait. And when I launched it, straight away, it was a lot of kind of friends and family buying stuff. But see, when you get the first sale through like Shopify, and you get the little ping on the watch to know that someone's bought it, and then when you check the order, it's like, I don't even know this person. That's special. And actually, the statement shirt, I remember my daughter was at Harbour Town, which is one of the shops, the local kind of shopping malls nearby, and she was saying that she saw this guy walking around wearing one of the shirts, and it would have been someone I didn't know. And there's something special about that, just to know. It gives you the kind of validation that that customers got the brand and they could see themselves wearing it. And as I say, I loved it. It was buzzing. So I dropped quite a lot of like t-shirts and t-shirts and caps, and we would go out and shoot content with the RG crew, go up to Brisbane and Gold Coast, and just going out and vibing with the guys and finding places to shoot the content. And that's what it was all about. It was just hanging out with, we're all similar guys, we all believe in the brand, we all resonate with the brand, and we just go out and shoot some content and just capture the moments. So it was all real, like all the photos that you'll see on my Instagram, it's all real. That's all. I was just hanging out and just having a blast, and I loved every minute of it, hanging out with everybody and creating the content. But I maintained the brand while juggling life, and I guess I kind of lost my focus a little bit. I guess life just got in the way, and I started to kind of didn't update the stock, wasn't getting the same content, and yeah, it just got a bit quieter, and it just got lost in my way. I had people messaging me saying, is there going to be more stock dropped? And I was like, everything just got in the way. I was just kind of a bit overwhelmed with I guess what was going on in my life, and just couldn't get focused on the brand. But I think recently, just been having a lot of thoughts about the brand, and it was just like, you know what, this is my passion. Like, I love the Reckless brand, and I know that other people do. See, when I discuss the brand with people, they buy into it as well. They can see, they see the vision, they resonate with the brand. And I think when people are messaging you on Instagram and stuff and saying, when's more stock coming? Like, I want more gear, or my husband wants more gear, or it's reignited me to get more stuff, and I have to give it my all to get this up and running. So now I'm back fully, want to get right into Reckless. I've rebranded to Reckless. It's always going to be Reckless Gentleman as well, and a lot of my new designs and stuff that I'm working on are going to be Reckless Gentleman. It's the heart of the brand, and that'll obviously continue to be the case. So I've rebranded anyway to Reckless. It's recklessau.com. Still got recklessgentleman.com, and it's just a fresh start to rebuild. So this YouTube channel, I'm going to document the journey. It's going to be part of like pulling together the samples and showing you the testing, the behind the scenes, the design process. And then when I start doing some of the shoots, I'll take you guys out in the shoots with me behind the scenes, so as you can see what happens and how we go about things. So as you guys are all, like, as I say, you're all part of the journey. I'll show all the challenges, the wins, the losses, and yeah, I'm super excited to get into it. So I guess if you vibe the brand, you can hit subscribe and drop a comment. Let me know where you're from, how you found out about the brand. And I guess this is it. This is Reckless, and this is building the brand. Let's go.